Hey, my friends. Hi, hello. Welcome in. I was sitting here knowing that Leanne wouldn't go live today. So I was like, you know what? I was just sitting here listening to music, trying to keep myself awake because I didn't sleep very well. Um, so I was like, why don't I go live and we can do a little ribbon chat style live if anybody pops in, that is. You never know, you never know. Otherwise, I'll just be here a little bit and then I head off again. We'll see if anybody pops in. So, yeah, I was just sitting here and I just finished a square. So, this is my new one. This is the top of her dress, a bit of her neck. No, this is her hand, sorry. This is her hand. And then you have her neck here. And then you have her sleeve coming up for her hand and a bit of a dress. Um, let's see. Yeah, hang on there. This is the one that I'm working on. La Dame Camelias by Alphonse Mucha. This one is from Jaded Gem Shop. And I am working on this for the Mucha Mania event that Anthony over at Single and Placing is hosting. So if you have an Alphonse Mucha laying around and you're like, hey, I don't know what to do with this and I'm in need of something to work on, hey, jump in. It's not too late. It is November and December. So yeah, pop on in. Say hi. It is mainly on Instagram, but you can also post progress pictures in my Facebook group. It is called Mia's Diamond Painting Mayhem. So yeah, that is a possibility as well. I'm sorry, my throat is not my throat. The what is the part of the top part of your mouth called? It's the arch, whatever. I don't know. But yeah, this one has how many colors did we agree on? This one had I don't know. Um, can I see it anywhere? Maybe. Nope, that's at the other end. I don't know. 60 something colors. I have two ABs and two fairy dusts. And a lot of beautiful colors. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Uh, I'll see. If nobody pops in, um, then I don't really have a whole lot to be sorry for because then I will take this down again. I mean, having a live without anybody to be live for or with isn't really that interesting, is it? I don't know. I started doing this little thing. I've done it before where because I don't want to use release papers because the one that I can find right now are bugging me. So I was like, okay, let's just not use release papers and I just, diamond paint around the borders. And yeah, some might think it sounds tedious or whatever. I don't really think about it. It's just, I just do it. I wonder. Oh God, I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm a little sniffly today. So yeah, just sitting here a little bit, working on my muka. I love Elfon's muka, by the way. Well, in general, I just like old masters, but yeah, okay. Let's see. Oh God, I'm sorry. I'm gonna try something. Okay, let's see. How does that? Don't move. Thank you. Then maybe if I turn on my ring light. No, that didn't really do a whole lot, did it? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Ugh, good. Um, yeah, I didn't sleep very well. So I got up, I don't know, around 7 or 8. Went to bed at around 3. So that is not enough sleep. So I'm sitting here fighting not to fall asleep, which, by the way, I've lost that one a few times. But I want to stay awake as much as I can because I want to make sure that I don't just end up in a where it's just a bad, I don't know, habit is the wrong word, but where you just end up doing it again and again, and I just keep waking up because I don't know. So I was hoping that somebody pop in, say hi, and chat with me while I diamond painted a little, and you could diamond paint a little, and yeah, that would be nice, right? But of course, hi Miriam, honey, welcome in, welcome in. Yay, somebody's in here with me. I was just sitting here and going, hey, nobody's here. Maybe I should just stop again. How are you doing, honey? I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. Voice is still a little meh, but other than that, I'm good. Yeah, I just, Leanne decided not to go live today because she's having lunch with her sister and her dad. So I was like, you know what, let's steal her spot for a second and then I can do a little pop up. So let's see. Just got back from work and about to do some diamond painting. Yay, we can diamond paint together. I'm going good. I'm doing good. It's mostly just my voice and then maybe a slight running nose. But that comes and goes, That isn't, that, I don't know, for some reason when it's not a constant running nose, I don't know if I'd call it like a regular running nose. I don't know. Mostly it's just annoying. How was work? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wondering how I can do this. Yeah, hopefully. But I mean, it started Saturday, and now it's Wednesday. So, oh yeah, you have tomorrow off. Then you can do a lot of diamond painting. Yay! I don't have any plans tomorrow. And I can't go anywhere because our car is at, well, it's kind of a shop where you, wow, uh, how do I explain that in English? Hang on. I'm going to ask Google. Google might know. Because that was one of the words where I go, I have no idea what that word is in English. Um, I'm not sure that's the word for it. Underbody treatment, underbody protection of our car. No, it's not really a mechanic. They're just putting this yucky, bad smelling thing um, on the underside of the car, and it ends up smelling horribly. But it protects it from, snow and salt and everything. You had a busy afternoon with the patients, but I'm glad it's done. What are you working with, Miriam? I'm not sure I actually remember that since you have patients. No, I have a horrible memory. You know that. You've never heard of that in the UK, but you don't drive. No, I don't know if it's more of a you're a therapist. Ooh, Miriam, can we do one line? Ooh, you could. No, I would scare you away with my entire trauma story. You would be, oh dang. No, this is too much. Bye. Do you treat, I mean, do you have specialties, or because I know over here a lot of the therapists, they have specialties. I mean, for instance, the trauma treatment is not something that everybody does, for instance, because it takes extra education, I think. Yeah, I don't know if that under treatment thingy is a is a Nordic thing, a Scandinavian thing. I don't know. It could also be rust proofing, rust protection. Let's see, Miriam. Well, I work a lot with students in university, but I used to work with personality disorders. Ooh, now that is interesting. I mean, not for them, not for them, of course, but I believe it was intense, especially if you had multiples with schizophrenia. I once knew a young man who had schizophrenia, and he had decided, that the best way to live with it was to not make fun of it, but take it lightly. that he had this serious mental illness. So he was like, sometimes it's good having schizophrenia because I don't always like other people, but I'm still not alone. I was like, you know what? Yeah, I see that. I see that. You know. So now I work with students and in private practice. I might be remembering this wrong, so tell me if I'm going crazy. But did you used to work in social work? I thought you heard you say, yeah, I was a social worker. Didn't get to do it very long due to the mess that is my health. But yes, I'm an educated social worker. I also, before I did that education, I worked in care facilities. I worked with, people with dementia. I worked with people that were just old, you know. I loved it. I loved that work. But I also loved being, in a care facility. That was my first dream. And then I got sick. Well, didn't get sick. I'm born like this, but I had to call in sick and I couldn't work the first time. Um, and I was told that I couldn't be in that care facility anymore, care facilities anymore. So I had to reinvent my life, so to say. And that's how I ended up, you know, studying to become a social worker. First, I needed some kind of high school classes because I never finished what is an equivalent to high school in the US. Uh, I moved to Germany instead, lived there for a year and a half. And then I came home. I started business school, but I stopped that again because that really wasn't me. And then I started working at our local hospital back then, cleaning while I was figuring out what I wanted to do with my life. And then I I figured out that I wanted to work with people. So I took that education to work with old and sick people. I mean, one of my clients was just a few years older than me. I'm friends with her today. So he had and mostly the help for her was helping her, taking care of her newborn baby back then. At least that was my job, coming in, helping her, get her up and dressed and whatnot. Getting her out of her crib was the hardest part for her. So I helped with that. And then throughout the day, other people would come in, maybe me again, depending on what my schedule was that day. I would pop in later and help, change the diaper or whatever. I loved that. That was the best part of my days when I was on that shift. It could, but you know what? I loved working with the elderly people. I don't know. They have they have lived, they have so much insight and experience, and I don't know, if you give yourself time to just sit down and listen, you can learn a lot. I had in my first practicum when I was at school, we were out, I don't know, 20 weeks or something. Um, um, at a care facility, following around and learning, what to do and whatnot. And I got not sole responsibility because I was learning, uh, for this younger man. He was, I don't know, maybe in the beginning of his 60s, maybe late 50s. I can't remember anymore. We're talking 25 years ago. But he had had a brain bleed. So he had lost, you know, he couldn't live on his own anymore. He didn't have fully function in his arms and legs. He was in a wheelchair. He was, helped with everything. But and mostly he would just laugh and giggle. He if you would tell him a good fart joke, you would have made his entire day. He loved fart jokes. But I was there, so I asked one of my coworkers, like, can you talk to him, I mean, because I read his journal, his papers, and I was like, there isn't really a whole lot in this one. So is he capable of, telling you about his life? He's like, yes, but you need a lot of time. You need patience. You need to give him time to understand the question, get it in, and then uh, make out the answers. And I was like, you know what? I am here as an extra. So I have that time. I can decide to take that time. So I did that. I sat in, and he and I had breakfast in his room. And when he was done, we just sat, and I started asking him questions, not hard questions, just like, do you remember where you grew up? I mean, these things was already in his papers, but I just wanted to start easy. And it took a few minutes for him to answer, but he did it. So we were just talking, and I would, tell him a little bit about me, but nothing personal. Like I would tell him that I was born and raised in this city, and stuff like that. Stuff that I mean, even though no matter what, he wouldn't be able to bring it out to everybody else. Very few people had patience to sit down and talk to him like that. But yeah, maybe a lot of people have never really had the chance to tell the story, but a lot of the time I feel I learn more about life and people from my patients than anything else. Oh, absolutely. I agree. Having conversations with people, listening to them talk about their life is so rewarding. and you'll learn a lot. That's, but it, if you want to, that is, uh, at least that's my opinion. Um, okay, let's do her neck. I had to zoom in so that you weren't sitting there looking at my boobs. I was like, yeah, that would probably draw in the wrong crowd. I am working on my elephant's muka. Hey, there. My elephant's muka. La Dame u Camellias. And I am up by her neck and her hand. Let me see. Can I roll this? Right there. Right? That would attract a very different crowd. We do not need that. So. Yeah, but remember, I was more than about halfway when I started this. Because this is a continuation from last year. Because there was no way that I'd be able to finish a 60 by 180 in 2 months. So, but yes, he is gorgeous. I am already dreaming of the one that I'm going to do next year. I'm like, I want to do this one called Amethyst. This is also from Jaded Gem Shop. At the same time, I want to try diamond painting shop. But I don't know. I mean, sometimes you just, I want to work on this one. But it's hard. Yes. I have been, kind of making fun of it being, oh yeah, this is a very small, very discreet little diamond painting. It's only 60 by 180 centimeters. So it's very small, very discreet. And then people go, there's nothing small or discreet about that one. Well, very small, very discreet. It's taller than me. And it's almost as tall as David. Do you use inches or centimeters? You haven't started your muka yet? Oh dear. Oh dear. You do both? Okay. So I am so in centimeters I am 157 centimeters. In feet and inches that is 5'2". I don't know why you would taught imperial. I don't get that. We only do metric over here. No reason to make it confusion. I'm taller than you. You're 5. Okay, well, I I used to be taller. I think I must have been like 5'3" or something. I shrunk 3 centimeters. So yeah, I've shrunken. Sorry. Yamuka from Daddy Jam is taller than you. I loved when this one arrived. I had to have David hold it up so I could see it. And I was like, ah. Sorry, I needed something to drink. Um, and that one was a beast to unbox, let me tell you. That was a beast. Can you imagine? I mean, this is what, 6 foot something? 6 foot something? Yeah. That one was interesting. You're still stuck on your autumn days. Well, you're working on that tonight with me, and tomorrow, when you're off, you will work on it, and then you'll be done with it, and then you can start your muka. How much do you have left on it? That's why I only do one at a time. I finish one and I start the next one. Half. Oh well, colorblind. So if you're just sitting down now and we're gonna out of the color blogging, well then bam 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 and you're done. That was all of the threes, right? Yep. Shall we see if Melissa is home? Uh-oh. Miriam, I was meant to post pictures on my Instagram, so I need to log in and actually do it. I'm starting to think I'm a procrastinator. You might be. You might be. You need someone to to hold a whip over your neck, like go, move it, get a move on. You said you would do this, now do it. uh, it's kind of funny. Her face and hair, and then some of her dress that has some color blocking in it, but the rest of it is literally a lot of confetti, and I am here for it. This over here, all this pink and bluish, is a lot of confetti up here. in these colors, that is a lot of confetti. I ordered with ABs and glitter drills, as she calls it. So I have two glitter drills and two ABs. One of them is literally the one color that has the most drills in the entire painting. There were 16,000 something fairy dust glitter drill. And it is this beautiful off white. It's 3865. It's kind of like an off white. So her dress is so sparkly because of all that. I can't wait to see. Then there's a brown fairy dust. Very pretty. I have a pink AB and then a white AB. A lot of, well, the pink AB you will mostly see in this pink blue background, like mostly, around these, well, literally just scattered out between the stars. I hate color blocking. I love confetti. I literally loathe color blocking. I mean, yo, sure, some is okay. I can deal with it, but I am really not a fan of color blocking. I will take confetti any day. I would much rather do confetti than color blocking. You, what do you prefer? You're finding the color blocking on this canvas a bit boring. It's white sky. Oh, and the thing with white color blocking, it's so hard because you need to be precise, otherwise you can see the black lines behind it, which just makes it even worse. Did you order grit on your Daily Gym shop? I wanted the grid. I want to be able to see where I'm placing my drills. So I paid for that. I can't remember whom I was doing a diamond painting from, but there was no grid and it was driving me nuts. Which one of you are not aligning? The one you're doing has a lot of gapping. I hate gapping. Yeah, yeah. The no grid. I mean, that's why I always order with grid. Well, this is my first order from J.D. Gym Shop, but I was like, yes, give me the grid, please. I think I paid a few dollars for it or something. I was like, yes, sure, thank you. But a lot of other people are like, oh, you paid for that? Why? I mean, because I'm stupid apparently and I need my grid. I mean, I'm sure I could do it just fine without, but In a few places, it would be nice not to have it because of some gapping. Tell me, is that the drill up there that has? Is that something? It is. I don't want a drill that's weird. Hang on. Just had to snag off a drill that had weird stuff on it. Sometimes these drills they are dirty somehow. They have spots on them. Like my drills are not supposed to have brown spots on them. Yes, it's nice to be secure in what you're doing. I think I would still do it. I mean, if I get the next one, that amethyst one, I will still purchase the grid lines. I did the amethyst one from Enabler's Outpost years ago. So I was like, I would love to do the Jaded Gem Shop one and then do a comparison. There are more threes down here. That's so not okay. Yeah, the amethyst one is beautiful. I think she has ruby too. Where did my other three go? Yeah. But amethyst is, I love the colors in amethyst. I also like the colors in ruby, but I do want to do amethyst again. Yes, all the purple and whatnot, pinks. I loved it. And then I love that you can, you know, decide for yourself whether or not you want bling in it. If you want bling, you can purchase it. You can order that. Or you can just do it as is and it will still be beautiful. Miriam, well, I think we work on these canvases for so long, we have to make it as easy and enjoyable as possible. Oh, absolutely. Matt, hey, love, how are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. For my little live women chat thing. Kind of a spur of the moment since Leanne is out to lunch with her dad and sister. Ooh. Yeah. And I needed someone to help me stay awake. So I'm like, hey, let's do this. How are you doing, Matt? Can any of you see any more fours? There was one over there. Yes, Leanne is usually on now. She did a community post that she wouldn't be on today, and I watched her whip and chat where she said that she was having lunch with her dad and sister. So that's important too. So like I usually say, real life is more important than YouTube life. So, Sayam, hi, hun. How are you doing, sweetie? Yeah, I thought you were subscribed to Leanne already, Miriam. Matt, I'm good. How are you? It's not that late over there yet. It is 9:15 in the PM. So not that late now. Nope. Oh, I'm glad to hear it, Sam. I'm glad to hear it. So yeah. Nope, I'm done looking for more force. Yeah, and happy belated Veterans Day. That was yesterday. I saw a video of your former president. It doesn't look like Muka? Why doesn't it look like Muka? This is my Muka. Where am I? Right here. I'm looking right there. Miriam, I thought so too, but I'll have to check. I've not seen her go live, so maybe I'm not. Huh. Matt, I've heard about subs for like a year or so, but never noticed myself. What do you mean you haven't noticed yourself? So yeah, I um oh no. Yeah, YouTube's are jackasses like that. They will unsub you from a bunch of people. And then you go like, oh, that's weird. I haven't heard from this or this or this person in a while. And you go check them out and you've been unsubscribed. I'm like, excuse me. So, yeah. But anywho, I was watching a video yesterday of your former president greeting a bunch of veterans that had been flown into Washington, D.C. to celebrate Veterans Day. And he personally greeted them and he shook hands with every one of them as they left the plane. And I was like, that's a precedent. But okay. Enough about that. It made my little heart happy to see that there is still somebody out there doing the right things. You haven't? It's been going on for years. Exactly, Sam. Leanne's lives are normally on Wednesdays around 8 p.m. your time in about an hour. Miriam, thanks, Sam. That's good to know. I definitely have to double check my subscription then because I don't usually see any notification for Wednesday evenings. You would have to go in and get notified. I do that every now and then. When I go to my subscription on YouTube, they will pop up, um, that it has been planned or something. And then I subscribe. Oh, sorry. Yes, Diamonds and Doxy. Diamonds and Doxies. I watched her women chat earlier. Would you? There you go. Beep, beep. Stop it. I'm not supposed to stick myself to the canvas. Matt, I just recently for the Chinese guy that does an impersonation of a current president has to find the good that comes out of everything. The Chinese guy. Miriam, I'll have to fiddle with it. Oh, you just found. Matt, you have to send me the link. I love all the late night shows. Oh my God. I have a blast. Jimmy Kimmel and Fallon, and my God. I'd have to find his name. Okay. But yeah, there are a lot of funny ones out there. And it's impressive how many that can do his voice. I mean, it's like you don't even have to look at the screen and you're actually like, what is Trump doing on my screen? You look up and go, oh, okay, I was worried for a second because I don't want him on my screen. And then it's these people and I just sit there giggling. And then there's all these posts on social media that goes, so what does the rest of the world say about us right now? Like, yeah, you don't want to know. It's kind of like if my post reaches outside of the US, what is the rest of the world saying right now? Well, you really don't want to know. And then some MAGA people have decided that it's probably getting a bit too hot over there. Miriam, did anyone see the Diamond Art Club Advent calendar? Yes, I think is it the third time they're doing them? Third or fourth? I think 23, 24, 25. I think it's just third year. They're usually a lot of fun, and if I understood correct, there is a sneak peek on YouTube. I don't know who did it though. I never get them because the diamond paintings in them are rounds. And yeah, we all know how I feel about rounds. But the rest of it, like, oh, I would love those mini dazzles, and or oh, look at that, that I would like, and but I'm not spending that much money on an advent calendar. And also, there has been these little bottles of special drills. Those are round too, or have been round the past few years. And again, I'm like, I don't use those. But I know a lot of people love it and they enjoy it. And I'm like, what? You know what? I am happy for you. I just wish it's kind of like with the mystery boxes. Can't we make them, where you can decide, okay, this one is done with everything for square drills? Stuff like that. Sam, yeah, seems like a lot of money for what you get, but that is why I don't buy them and I don't complain. And everybody's complaining. Miriam, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Matt, his name is Ryan Chen, but channel is just called Chinese Trump. Okay, let me look that up. Let me look that up. Okay, so he's mostly doing shorts. Miriam, I want to start a freestyle project for a friend, so I think I'll save and buy a plain canvas and diamonds for that. Hey, Star, welcome in. How are you? Thank you for popping in. Yeah, you can buy canvases off of AliExpress. They also have port glue. Let's see, Matt. On more positive DAC news, for us here anyway, Walmart is starting to carry DAC and the prices are lower than anywhere else from what I've seen. Oh, nice. Lucky you guys. Star is good, just working and looking. Not bad. Miriam, oh, thanks. Good to know. I'll have a look. Miriam is probably only the American target of Walmart, I would guess. Matt, first thing I seen was actually a news coverage of his rising fame in China. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Just and you have to make sure that you get the right one, whether you want to use it for square or round drills. And you have to look around a little because sometimes they will show put glue canvases. And then when you go in and look, they will show you double-sided adhesive. So you do need to look a little. I just write blank diamond painting canvases, I think. You never shopped on AliExpress? Ooh, dangerous place. I also buy specialty drills on it and whatnot. I have a dream though that Diamond Art Club will start selling their specialty drills on the website so you can buy them. And then that's what I would buy. To get that quality. Because, if I want to bling up my canvas, I would love that the quality was the same. So that is a dream of mine that they will start selling. I mean, they do some colors by now, but I'm like, you know what? We need more colors. We need all the things, you know? Mhm. Star, I will not buy any AB drills from anywhere else but DAC because the last two patches I bought from a very reputable place were not good at all, misshapen. Oh no, that sucks, Star. I have so many leftover AB from Diamond Art Club, so I've never bought those. I have purchased fairy dust. I have some glitter drills. I have sparklers and some metallics that I bought off of AliExpress. Matt, I shop on Ally. Sometimes it's the only place to find certain things. Do you have any favorite sellers? Forever Young has good drills. Star, I had to throw those ABs away. It made me very upset. Could not be used. Did you contact the seller? Matt, I'm always looking for actual reviews of AliExpress stuff. Yeah, I always look to see what people say. I don't just trust the seller. So, and I was in contact with a seller with some canvases because I needed some specific sizes. Matt, it can be so confusing on knowing what supplier you're actually going to get from. I always make sure that I know the supplier, you know, that I've checked it out because I have a few that I don't want to be associated with due to bad customer service. So I always check the seller. We have all the J's. Oh, come on, you. Matt, okay, I've done Forever Young before, but I've been interested in trying different places for drills, especially. Matt, I have to look at what company I used last time because I did a bulk buy. I got 2 pounds of drills in 50 different colors. So I got so many of each color, you know. I loved it. I just got a ton of each. I mean, some of them I have spent a lot of in enhancing canvases, but yeah. So I know it would upset her as she's a prominent YouTuber, so maybe it was a bad batch from her supplier, and I really like her, but I can't afford mistakes like that. If it is who I think it is, she would absolutely want to know it. Star. She would want to know so that she can contact the supplier. So, yeah. Mm, Miriam, that's why I worry about going into this freestyle project. It's a bit of a risk. Mad, Evermoment isn't really any cheaper than a US source. I've done a custom from MTD MTDIY art that I thought was really nice quality for the price. Who is MT? Yeah, Evermoment. I am pretty sure that's who Jade uses as her supplier. That's what a lot of people say anyway. And I mean, you do have a lot of trash, but you also have a lot of drills. I mean, at least I hope I do. But I haven't heard of other people say they've run out. So I'm assuming that I won't run out. Hopefully. I've been looking at some of them and like, okay. I have just poured the last bag And then I'm sitting here trying to see, okay, how many do I have left of this color? You know? Miriam, I need to work out how to draw the whole thing and chart it somehow. It's going to be a challenge. You can find apps for cross stitch that can help you. Matt, I think it's the manufacturer for a lot of sellers. All the pictures look the same banners and such. Yeah. I mean, Jade has her own, but yes, I think, but I know some of these small shops have been through 2, 3, or 4 different suppliers by now. I'm like, wow, there's really so many different ones. That's like, okay. So for the first few years of my diamond painting career, I bought my diamond paintings off of AliExpress. I learned about Diamond Art Club in the beginning, maybe in the spring of 22, just around when I started my channel. And I bought my first Diamond Art Club. I can't remember if it was the 30th or 31st of July of 22. And then I started my first Diamond Art Club in March of 23 because I decided that I wanted to finish all of my AliExpress kits before I opened a Diamond Art Club, so I wouldn't sit afterwards and go, yeah, now I'm never going to do these AliExpress ones. I wanted to finish them and not waste my money. I mean, I'm on a fixed income, so. Matt, I think it's the manufacturer. Yes, does seem Jade uses Ever Moment as a manufacturer. Yeah, a lot of people say that. Okay, can you see any more J's? I know they're there because I will find all of them 2 seconds after I put the color away. I was like, dang it. On the square that I did before this one, I was like, okay, I'm not going to fill in. If I see some symbols that I missed, I will just leave them be until I am done with the square and then fill it in. I'm not sure how I felt about that. I'm not sure. I might have to try it more, to... Hey, Theta. Welcome in. How are you doing, hon? How are you doing? Min, hey, hon. How are you? Welcome in. I have a hard time seeing you, Avatar. Hang on. Go to channel. Ooh, I love it. Oh, those little girls are adorable. I love it. Those little girls are really cute, Theta. You watercolored it yourself? Hun, you're amazing. You should sell your artwork. I would hang that one on my wall. Yeah, that one I would hang on my wall. Maybe next year I can purchase something from you and Leanne can bring it over for the retreat. Okay, let's see. Is my tea about ready to drink? Ow. Maybe. Miriam, any updates on the retreat? No. No. Um, I'm kind of like let's take a look at it in the beginning of 26. Right now, I'm like I can't. I have a few things that I need to ask the hotel, and then get back to some of the couples that wanna come. But for the most part, I I will do. Um, I will start doing things in the new year because I mean there is still 9, 10 months. Melanie, bonjour, ça va? So yeah, that is far out still. So no, I'm trying to not stress myself because if that needs to be in my head for a year, I'm gonna yeah, I'm gonna be a I don't know hot mess by the summer or something. Is it the other one then? Yep. I have tabby dwells. Oh well. As long as I don't run out. Yeah, you know, Miriam, there will be talk about it in my lives, so no worries, and I will let you know. I just hope that you will come back to Facebook, that they will let you back. Melanie is still at work, was taking a short break, and saw pop up. You love the company. Yay, I love it too. That's why I decided to do a pop up. You feel a bit out of the loop? Yeah, I get that, Miriam. I would too. I mean, it's kind of interesting. I don't use Facebook is much for my personal account. I mostly use it for groups and you know I share reels and whatnot. I share some pictures and videos of Rosa. Like the other day, I shared a video where she's playing with David. They're playing Monster and they're running around the house. They have a blast. And she loves it. She loves that out here she has somebody that can do that. Because let's be honest, I don't see my brother running around chasing her and just play with her like that. So she loves it. So, yeah. I was like, what happened to my drills? They didn't pick up. And then there's just, it's relaxing somehow, there isn't a lot of things that she has to do. She's just a child out here. So and yes, there's things that she can't and cannot do, but mainly she's just supposed to be a child. That is her biggest job out here. That is be a child. How long will you be working today, Melanie? Melanie. Did you see Angel's live Sunday? How sad that she's only going to do a live once a month. I'm like, no, 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 that's not okay. First, she stopped doing the 8-hour lives. Now she's stopping the weekly live. I'm not happy. I want her to stick around. I will do my best to entertain the people. I will, do my live a little longer on Sundays anyway. You have 1 hour left? Oh, that's nice, Melanie. Then you can see the end of it. You can see the end of it. I think she still go live on TikTok and stuff like that. I'm not, or that she'd be in other people's lives. So, she kept talking more about it after I left because I had to go get ready with Anthony for his D-stash. I'm proud of Anthony and I. We sold all but 3 of his diamond paintings. And I mean, there was 61 of them when we started, and we sold 58. And then on top of it, one of them, he was actually happy he didn't sell. So that's a good thing. Hang on, what is my 10:30. I was just looking at my alarms. Miriam, you guys did great. And when you both weren't feeling so well, well done. I took over a lot for Anthony because he was really not well. He's still not on back on top. Min is diamond painting along with you guys. It's great for me. I love when I can do that. But it does make me way less chatty. I'm definitely here though. Oh, it's fine, Min. Melanie, Angel's heart is more with TikTok, but I understand not seeing the growth on one platform, but you do see it on another. And yes, yes, absolutely. People must do what makes them happy. Man, lots of stuff happening. Creators and small shops also. Everyone deserves a break. I think it's good to step back and assess sometimes. I agree with you, Matt. I absolutely do. I absolutely do. I mean, sometimes I have to, with the health that I'm running around with, I might need a day or two. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, you're not getting anything. I mean, my members get, some clips in my vlog, but yeah. And then I feel bad because I don't release any videos, and uh, it's a mess. I'm a mess. Not that that's anything new, but I am a mess. But it's a fun mess, for the most part, anyway. What happened to that Y I just saw? Oh, there. Does that ever happen to you? You're looking and then you go like, oh, there's a Y or whatever symbol. And then you look away for like a second and you can't see it again. And I'm like, excuse me? I don't remember telling you that you could just disappear on me. I have a YouTube. A YouTube. Yes, I have a YouTube. Man. I have a TikTok. That's what I wanted to say. But I'm not very good at TikTok. I don't know. For some reason, it doesn't catch me. I prefer my YouTube. But I love that other people have a lot of success on TikTok. I really do. Then they can just ship all of their subscribers over to me here on YouTube. Nah, you know what? I have the best subscribers, okay? I love all of you guys, and I have the numbers that I want right now, and the rest will come, you know? Melanie, me and creator put so much pressure on themselves. I get it if a business venture is different, but if it's for fun, sharing a hobby, it should be fun, no stress, pressure. Oh, I agree, Melanie. I agree. I'm. This is fun for me. Um, but I am also a perfectionist, which can sometimes make me put some pressure on myself that might not be so healthy, which is why I am letting me have, weeks where I know my health isn't the best or something, where it's actually okay that I don't post a whole lot. And yes, that sometimes cost me some subscribers because they're like, okay, there isn't anything going on this channel. So, and that's fine because this is literally mostly for me. And this is literally mostly for me to, like you say, um, feel better, feel better, uh, to share my hobbies. What happened to Artie? What did I miss? Do I need to write her? But what happened to Sam? Sam, are you still here? What happened to Artie? Is she sick? Melanie, I get it. Me, a perfectionism is a positive and a negative. You're your worst enemy. Yes! That's why I'm not a creator. Oh, Sam was eating dinner. What did you have? What did you have? Oh, no. Poor Artie. I need to watch that one. I watched Leanne's earlier. And then I went into cuddle with the kitties. Oh my god, I just keep finding that stupid symbol everywhere. But Melanie is also a great way, you know, making making these videos that it's okay to not be a perfectionist. At least for me. At least for me, because I have to, which is also why I'm so open about, my health issues. Um, that sometimes I'm just not capable, despite how much I really want to. Ooh, Sam had meatballs, rice, and beans. Yummy. It's from a few days ago. Okay, Matt. Well, I have to go check it out. Miriam, I didn't know Audie had a channel. And then comes in Sam. Yes, Miriam, they all do. No, not all do. See, Melanie doesn't have one. Matt doesn't have one. You don't have. Well, no, that's not true. You have to have a channel in order to comment. But you don't have to be a content creator. Sam, ooh, look at all those diamond paintings in that corner. I can still next September. Bad, Sam. Um, so Sam, a bunch of those are actually done. So sorry. I'm just trying to figure out what to do with all those finished ones. What do you do with them? I'm over here going, so should I just dump them in the trash? Because I don't really know a lot of people. Yeah, that's what I do too, Sam. I just put them back in the boxes and I'm like, yeah, now what? Because eventually those boxes will be all over the place. Ow. Hot tea. That's contradicting, right? You too, Miriam. Yeah. I threw out um all of my non licensed one last year, I think, or the year before. Um they all went out in the trash because I was like, yeah, those absolutely will never get hung anywhere. Also, the quality isn't as good as Diamond Nightclub. Matt, I would not sneak into that room with the doll in the other corner. She's right down there, scaring people off my stash. That is her job, sitting down there, making sure that people stay away. Oh, Matt, I would love it if you could come next year too. That would be awesome. You're just Melanie too. I just want everybody to be able to. Yeah. Melanie, I keep the ones I display in my home. The other, I take a video and photos and then roll back in the box and goes to the donation center. What they do after that, I don't care. Well, maybe that's what I should do. Well, if anything goes missing, you can cross me off the suspect list. I'm glad, Matt, that I can cross that off. You know who will, no matter what, be on top of my suspect list. No matter what goes missing, it will always be Sam. Melissa, hun, welcome in. And Sam is leaving. Oh no! Take care, Sam. She heard that I would always suspect her first, and now she's leaving. Take care, hun. Love you. How is snowy Chicago doing, Melissa? Um, oh, that's fine, Melissa. It's fine. Yeah. It was a spur of the moment, and you know, Miriam and I was just chit chatting, and then Matt popped in, and other people popped in, and yay! It was more of a okay. Let's do this, and then maybe I will also do more diamond painting instead of doom scrolling on my phone. It's become a really bad habit of sitting watching some show um, while doom scrolling. Oh, Melanie, I'm so sorry. I would love if you see, I want to win the lottery, okay? I want to win the lottery, and then everybody, could come. I mean, one of the reasons we talked about, well, it might have possibly ended up as a retreat over here, is because a lot of people can come to the retreats in the U.S. So, Melissa, it's great. We had snow for 2 days, but now the snow's melted. Oh no! Yes, Matt, thank you. Please hit that thumbs up button. It helps the channel and it makes me happy. And I can see that we are some more people in here than people that have hit that thumbs up button. So please do so. Uh, so thank you. Miriam, I'd love to start a channel so I could go live and diamond paint with some company or share my whips, but it seems like a lot of work. So here's the thing. Um, it really comes down to how much you decide you want to do with it. Um, to be completely honest with you, I don't do a lot of editing. I really don't. I put in some pictures. I remove, um, you know, things that if my phone call ring something, or if I had a long break, stuff like that, that I remove. But most of the time, I film something, I put it into my program, put in the start and end clip and the music. I make that into a file, download it to my computer, and then I upload it on YouTube. Min says, thank you, Matt. I have to show you something. I got a new fidget thingy. Isn't it fun? It's kind of like clay, and it'll just go back to being a sphere again. Matt, people have asked me to do some content. Honestly, live seems so much more my speed than making a video. Maybe one day. I don't know if you can go live without having videos. I know you need a certain amount of subscribers, or at least you had to when I started doing lives. And then you need to be kind of proved. You kind of sign up to do lives, and they will check your content and make sure that you are not a bad person, kind of stuff. And then it can take up to 3 days. I can't remember. I mean, I don't know. Matt, you could try to do the YouTube studio. It might tell you what you need to do. Oh, yes, absolutely, Matt. You can always be a guest. I mean, if you want to join in on my live this coming Friday, just let me know and I'll send you a link. I mean, everybody can be a guest. David, my husband, doesn't have it. Well, no, that's not true. He does have a channel. He did some trucking thing. But he doesn't really do anything about it. So I just sent him the link and there he comes. So you can always be a guest. And I love having guests in my lives. Those are some of the best. That's why I love my 8 hours, because you can you have the time to have guests. I mean, that would be cool, Matt, if you could be on me as a guest. I would love it. And there is just another time when you have 8 hours. I mean, sometimes you see we have Listen, and she's mostly in the background. And in the beginning, when she was starting to do the live with us, you would mostly hear her giggle and laugh. I love it. That was the best sound of whenever we were behaving stupid, she would sit there giggling at us. That was kind of like, okay, that was a win. We got Liz to giggle. Miriam, yeah, I'm with you, man. Live seems way better than having to produce content. Live seems more natural and you get to connect with people. Absolutely. Absolutely. There is this whole thing going live that some people are very protective of. There used to be a schedule in the community. This was the schedule that everybody had to abide by. And you couldn't go live on someone else's slot. But that kind of went out the window a long time ago, because there are so many creators now. There really is. There are so many creators that it's impossible to to I mean, you have to go live the same time as someone else. But again, oftentimes we don't always have the same subscriber base. So who can I care? Don't misunderstand me. But I know that some people are live when I'm live, for instance. But I also know that some of these people, we have different groups. We don't necessarily, you know, we don't necessarily have the same kind of people in our lives, which is fine. I mean, there are so many subscribers, you can't really do this whole, you can't do a live because this is Leanne's time slot, or this is Shay's time slot. And I'm like, says who? You know? But yeah. Matt, that's me just in the background to crack a joke now and then. See, I'm a chatterbox. I'm not capable of just staying in the background. I really have to bite my tongue to not steal the show. Just because I'm a chatterer. So I'm like, this is not my life. This is not my life. This is not my life. And then other times I'm like, for instance, I know that when Angel did her 8 hours, she would end up in the zone. Okay, Matt. She would end in the zone sometimes, so she would just diamond paint, and she wouldn't forget her life, but she would, not be very talkative. And yeah, I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm talkative. I'm a chatterbox. I tend to talk a lot. So when I'm in was in her lives, I would literally just chit chat. And sometimes I ended up talking for most of the live, which is why Angel decided. And again, Angel decided. I wasn't asked. I was told to do 8 hour lives as well. So yes. And now, you know what? I love my 8 hour lives. I love having that quality time, and you know, yeah, I love lives in general, because, as you say, you connect on a different level, and you don't have to edit, and yeah. I mean, I know a lot of people are very careful of what they say, and debate and talk about, and then you have me. I'm not. It's like I said, I'm a hot mess. I'm the one jumping in from the right and go, "Oh, hi. What are we doing today?" Okay. And then doing the exact opposite. That's kind of me. Just because I can. Hot mess. But hey, it's never boring. Or at least I hope it's not. Okay. Do we have any more? I'm pretty sure we do. Oh, I'm so sorry. I can't see him. Nope, I don't think we have. I don't think so. I'm getting closer to the end because I do now only have 2 bags left of drills. I had 5 big and they were stuffed to the brim when they came. They're not done anymore. But you have to sort them because you have the bigger bags and the smaller bags, and they're not in this. Oh my God. I mean, I have, because I'm down to this few, I do now have, light and kind of peachy color in this one bag. That's the white-ish peachy ones. Then in this one, I have browns, grays, and reds, pinks. Yeah. I better keep it over here. Oh no! Your YouTube froze? There's been a lot of issues with YouTube lately. Like, there's been a horrible lag, for instance. Hang on. It is this one, man. La Dame Camelias for Muka Mania, Alphonse Muka, Jada Gem Shop. Nope. It is La Dame Camelias. I'm butchering that French. I know it, Melanie. It is beautiful. I love it. I am up by her neck right now. I always feel so sorry for Melanie whenever I'm trying to say something in French because I'm butchering it. Literally. I'm like, ooh. So, Melissa, if all the snow has melted, what's the weather like now? Is it just rainy and whatnot? I only know you had snow because NBC One Chicago put in a video of all the pretty snow over Chicago. And like, oh, look, it's so pretty. You get to keep it. I do not want it. Melanie, I didn't say anything. Look, you're not butchering. You're trying, and that's appreciated. Yeah, but I would much rather know how to say it correctly. French is a beautiful language. I just wish I was capable of at least trying to say stuff correctly. But it's the same kind of, with any language. In general, it's like every country loves when people try. You should have seen when we were in Turkey the last time before COVID, and I took Turkish lessons with one of the employees. at the hotel. So just, so that I could say hello, good morning, how are you? Thank you. Say some of the numbers, like I would love a soda, stuff like that. And what then happened was that every employee at the hotel decided that they would greet me every morning, afternoon, whatever, just to hear me say those broken phrases in Turkish. Some of them then kind of forgot that that's where I was, knowledge wise. The few sentences, and some of them would then jabber on in Turkish, and I would literally just be like, I don't know what you're asking me. Melissa, I love snow. It was Gohan's first experience with snow. He loves snow too. He had the zoomies. Most dogs love the snow. It's so funny to see them in it. They just zoom around. With cats, it's hit or miss. Either they love it or they absolutely hate it. It's one or the other. There isn't really any middle ground. You will have cats that are outdoor cats, that goes outside to do their business and whatnot. That is absolutely not fan of snow, but they do not want to do their stuff indoor, so they would force themselves outdoor to do their business and then come in again, and they will complain loudly all the way in again. Kind of like, look what I had to do, and this is your fault, and blah, 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 blah. And I've seen, reels of videos of their owners then point at a litter box and say, I didn't force you to do anything. You can just use that. And then the cat looks up at them, and then here comes another profanity of some sort. And then the funny thing is, you can literally imagine all the words that would come out of that cat's mouth if it could speak human. You can hear it in the tone that the cat is using. It's like, oh, somebody's not happy. Melanie, snow is scenic, but when you need to leave an hour plus earlier for work to shovel, warm the car, and clear it from snow, not scenic anymore. No, you're right. I'm just kind of hoping that we don't get a whole lot of snow this season. I hate snow. And that deal that I've been trying to make with God for the last I don't know how many years still haven't happened. I'm I keep trying though. Ooh, Melissa, I have to ask. I saw some reels of this dude. No, that's not. What's it called? You apparently have a word for winters in Chicago. Shemageddon or something. Shemageddon. So I followed that, and apparently you have heated sidewalks some places in Chicago, and I'm like, I'm a fan, but I don't want to know the price and who pays for them. I want to know who pays for those heated sidewalks. Is it the city, or is it homeowners that have done it themselves. Yeah, I am not a fan of snow. Yes, if I can stay indoor and I don't have to get out into it, snow's beautiful. It is beautiful out in the garden and on the fields, but not on the roads and not on the sidewalks. Melanie, my bathroom has heated tiles. Best thing ever. Yes, our bathroom has that too. Floor heating. I love it. It is a very finicky thing, though, because I think the former owners of our house did it themselves. So you have to be very precise with how you put it because it is either too hot or too cold. So it's it's kind of like one is too cold, one and a half is like being in a sauna. So you have to find that middle, find that middle ground in about one and a quarter. Melissa, yes, we have heated sidewalks. We also have them in Holland, Michigan, where I grew up. It's usually downtown areas. I'm impressed. I have never seen heated sidewalks. I don't think we get enough snow over here for that. Maybe I wonder if they do in Sweden and Norway, but I don't think so. I have to ask David if he's ever seen it. But I love the idea. Then you don't have to shovel. Anywho, not that I need to concern myself with that because shoveling is is David's thing. He has a snowblower and everything. He bought that from our old neighbor when he moved. So now he has fun, going out and then he will remove snow from all the houses. If they have, sidewalks, he will remove it from them on our little cul-de-sac. I mean, like he says, it literally takes me 5 minutes. So he just takes a walk up and down the street. So, yeah. Heated sidewalks. That's something. Which one was I doing? Oh my god, I'm sorry. Not sleeping isn't recommendable. We went to bed at about 3, and I don't know, maybe a quarter to 7, I woke up and I had to go to the bathroom, which I'm getting old, so that's what happens. So anywho, I went to the bathroom, and even though I didn't put on any light or anything, when I got back into bed, I couldn't sleep. So I was laying, and tossing and turning and all the things. And eventually I was like, okay, this is enough. I'm getting up and, we'll either, watch some TV or listen to some music or whatever until I'm tired again so I can go to bed. Yeah. Um, I didn't get tired until later in the day, of course. So I ended up sitting in here doing some diamond painting. I did some doom scrolling, all that stuff. I did some knitting. Yeah. Then David got up and we made breakfast and yeah. So now I'm kind of like, I have to try not to fall asleep. Um, because hopefully, if I tire myself a lot, then maybe I won't wake up. Maybe. And then I will actually get to sleep instead of waking up at 7 in the morning after 4 hours of sleep. I don't know. Who does that? Well, besides for me, apparently. Wakes up after 4 hours and your body goes, oh, by the way, you're not sleeping anymore. Stupid body. Yeah. Well, at least it's not as bad as when I was really down with stress. If I got 2 hours of interrupted sleep a day, I was lucky. I didn't get 2 hours of uninterrupted sleep. No, no, 2 hours of interrupted. Melissa, I've been doing that too. I've been sick and I fall asleep early, then wake up wide awake at like 3 a.m. See, when I'm sick, hang on. When I'm sick, I can literally sleep 24 hours, no issues. So, yeah. Oh no, Melanie has insomnia. That happens to me often. It sucks. I'm just happy it doesn't happen as often anymore because it literally used to be almost every night. Why I didn't sleep. So, yeah. Yeah, so when I'm sick, under the weather or something, I can literally sleep for 24 hours. It's great. It's the same when I have really bad pain days. I know I'm blessed in that way because most people can't sleep because it hurts so much. But my body quite simply just shuts down. It's like I can't deal with this right now. Let's sleep. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Man, I understand what you all are saying. On the mornings where I don't see a 3 on my watch, I literally do a legit happy dance in my head. But there's something about that dang 3. That sucks. Matnat, hey hun, how are you? Hey, it's fine, Matnat. It's just a pop up. I just decided that I wanted some company while diamond painting. Right now, I'm drinking some tea, so no diamond painting going on. With my green Chicago cup. Everybody here has a name that's starting with an M. Oh, yeah, right. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yes, yes. Mia, Min, Melissa, Matnat, Melanie, Melissa, Matt. That is fun. Yeah, I don't know. Do we have anybody in the background not having an M name? That's kind of fun. But I'm pretty sure we have someone in the background working and lurking. If Star is still here, she's not an M. She talked about doing some work and lurk. But it's kind of funny, everybody chit chatting. The M's live only. Yes. At least the M's that is chit chatting. The rest of them is in the background listening and thinking, my God, there they go again. Stop it. What's the temperature down to in Canada, Melanie? M's for the win. Miriam, could we start an M themed Wednesday live? Sam was here, yes, but he left us. That would be kind of funny, but it would have to be after Leanne's live. But her abbreviated name ends in M, so she's good as well. Sure, yes. But she left us. Sam left us. But that's fine. She needs to spend time with her daughter before bedtime. Midnight. It's 56 with chance to see the northern lights here tonight. Oh, there was so much amazing northern lights yesterday, but we were cloudy, so no northern lights for us. But I saw pictures from others, and I'm like, man, I want to go up to our church and watch northern lights. But when it's rainy and cloudy, yeah, that ain't gonna happen. We had last year, we had some days where there was so much power on the solar storms that we could see it without, with our naked eyes. Let's see, Melanie. Well, in southern Ontario, it's cold, rain, snow, sleet. My mom in central Quebec has 5 inches of snow. Oh, wow. Yeah, midnight. I slept through them here last night. You have 5 Celsius. What do we have right now? We have 11. Oh, wow. It's hot today. It's warm. I thought it was supposed to be cold. Okay, we have 11 degrees Celsius, but it feels like 3. But we're supposed to have go below freezing or around freezing next week. We might get some sleet Thursday next week. Okay. Yes, Melanie, you guys have been hit already out there. Here in BC, we are so far still sailing through with beautiful autumn weather, 12-ish most days. Melissa wants snow. You can keep it. I don't want it. I don't have winter boots. And my sneakers are they have venting. They are made mostly for non-rainy wet weather because they have a mesh. So yeah, Matt is back. Chilly here and windy, but no snow. Yeah, nope, no snow. This morning when we got up, oh my God. Well, when David got up, and I had been up a long time, I felt like it was, I couldn't get warm. Even though, we have the heat on and everything. It was just like, excuse me. So I was like, and I didn't want to start the wooden stove because once we had eaten, David was going to the gym and I was going to buy groceries for this weekend when his sisters is coming, because tonight when he's off of work he's bringing the car to this. It's kind of a mechanic, but it's not a mechanic. They do, you know, they did do treatment of, oh, what did we call it again, Miriam? Undercarriage treatment, under body protection, rust protection is something you put underneath the car to protect it from snow and salt. It's very common here. They recommend you doing that. And I don't know if it's a Scandinavian thing. I don't know. It kind of makes the underside a little waterproof. It smells horribly. Yeah, undercoating, yes. It smells horrible. I always try to stay away from the car for a few days. But yeah. What are you doing? Thank you. Any more ads? Deepy, 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 deep. No, I don't think. Well, I will find them all in a second when I'm done. Melanie, Rust Check is the popular company that does rust proofing here. Oh, cool. Ours is called Peva, I think. Matt, normal for all cars in the US also, but only ever redone in northern states. Oh, you have to do it every, I don't know, depends on the car, I think. So since our car is brand new, I was for the longest time, I was like, why doesn't it come with that undercoating thingy? But apparently it doesn't. So, yeah. And it's also more expensive when you have an electrical vehicle. Oh, yay. Because of the battery and blah and la la la. But yeah, David is you know giving that the car. He's putting it there when he's off of work, and then tosses the car key into. They have this kind of a slot where you can put in your key. It is safe. It's what everybody here does, more or less. You can't break into it. They used to, years and years ago, they would just use a irregular mailbox, but someone found out and they, broke into that mailbox and a lot of cars got stolen, if you can imagine. So they had to figure out how to do it because not everybody can come and, deliver the car when the shop is open. Matt, yeah, all new cars are required to have it to be sold here. Oh, well, it's not illegal not to do it here. It's recommended to take care of your car, but it's not illegal not to do it. But I mean, this is a spit new car. Of course, we want to take care of it. We have also the other times when we've purchased used cars. I make it sound like we're buying cars all the time. So we don't. The car that we just sold, we bought in 16. So we've had that for 9 years. So, yeah. Um, and the car before that, that is the one we have had the shortest time, I think. We only had that one 4 years, I think. But before that, David had his car since, I don't know, two maybe, one or two. So, I mean, it's not that we're walking around buying new cars all the time. But we have been very, okay, has the car been taken care of with, services and the undercoating and, no smoking in the car. And I'm like, other people, what other people do with their cars is, it's their car. But I'm like, if we're buying a car, there are just certain things that needs to be taken care of. And yeah, the dealership can do that undercoating thing, but if it hasn't been done in 10 years or something, who knows what it looks like underneath. You can't see that once that coating is on. Melanie drives a 2010. Love my car. Matt, yeah, Kia had a big issue at one point when they didn't and had a bunch of recalls, so it just comes standard from the factory. Isn't it interesting how it's different, how we do it differently? It's the same with eggs. You wash your eggs, so they have to be stored in the fridge. Ours doesn't really have to. Which was why when you had that kind of egg crisis in the beginning of the year, your well, not your president personally, but I mean, considering that he had just threatened with war and taking over Greenland and all that, he felt it appropriate to contact Denmark and ask if we wanted to jump all the hoops to sell eggs to the US. And now the egg factories did not want to jump all the hoops so that America could get eggs after threatening war on Denmark. So sorry. Man, up here north, there is shops that will respray it because the road salt down south, they don't salt roads, so it's not much of an issue. That's what we were doing over here too. So tomorrow it's getting the first coating, and then every I don't know how many years it's getting a respray. Miriam is going to bed. Thank you for being here, Miriam. You're going to bed early, and you have the day off tomorrow. But thank you for being here, and yeah, sleep tight. Hope to see you Friday. Yeah, I don't know how long I will be here still. I've been chit chatting for a while, but it's good. I'm sorry. It's not that I have a lot of people who's been in here, but who cares? Oh, go to bed, hon. See you Friday. I need my tea. Mm. Ow. I am a big fan of this tumbler thingy. Earlier I was like, oh no, my tea or my coffee or whatever had gone cold, you know? And now I have to make sure that I remember to keep the lid off for at least half an hour and then put it on. Otherwise, I won't be able to drink it for 3 hours. That's new. Just telling you, that's new. Mutnut. The egg shortage was due to a thing bird get called the avian influenza, or basically flu in birds. It happens almost every year. This year was just bad. Yeah, we have that too. We just had it around here where I live. 100,000 chickens had to be put down. And that was just in one farm. So yeah, I love it, Melissa. So yeah, I think that was it? Yeah, 100,000 chickens had to be put down. I can't remember if they had any other chicken farms around it. They usually have an safety area around the farm, and if there are any other chickens in that area, they would have to be put down as well. Oh, you're welcome, man. I love live streaming. I mean, if I could do that every day, I would. Yeah, one bird and every one of them has to go down. Even if it's, the within a certain amount of miles, the flocks need to be put down because it can have traveled through the air. No matter if it's, a commercial flock, or if it's, Mr. and Mrs. Smith's 5 chickens in their garden. Also, you if you're living within another safety zone outside of the one where they're put down, they will tell you that your chicken needs to be indoor to protect them from wild birds, because they can have you know gotten it. Oh, you were raised on a chicken farm? Oh, that would have been hard. Yeah, it happens every year, and more than once. We had was it a few years ago? We had it in ducks, So there was a duck shortage for Christmas, and most people in Denmark eat duck, roasted duck for Christmas. So yeah, it's delicious. I was just happy that we always back then made goose, and some people are afraid to make goose, even though it's not really that hard. You just need to be mindful of, you know, bathing it, or how you call it when you pour over liquid. So yeah, I have never made a bad bird. I've never roasted a bad bird. They're always good. Yeah, I know it sounds. Um, what's the word we're looking for? But it's actually something I'm proud of, that I can do, and I know it's good every time. There are other things that can be a hit or miss, but poultry, that I can do. There is nothing better than a roasted, okay, than a roasted duck or goose for Christmas. Hang on. We have um, we have a horse farm close by. We also have chicken farm a bit further away. Then we have some smaller farms that have a few cows and horses and whatnot. But we don't really have a lot of big farms around here. You need to get a little bit further outside of the city, and we're rather close to the city. We're just a small little village. Oh, there's going to be a lot of color blocking in this section. But at least this color blocking isn't bad. It'll just go faster. Is that from this one? Don't you just love it when your drills don't leave the tray and then you're pouring up your next color and go, wait a minute, why is there a brown in here? Oh, that's the color I just did. So what are you all working on? And how many of you got the advent calendar today, if you got it? I didn't get it because I know from previous years that those little mini diamond paintings are rounds, and if there is specialty drills in them, they are round. So yeah, not for me. I wish they would make it so you could choose, but yeah, that's not how they do it, and they usually sell out pretty fast anyway, so it's okay. And the price is steep. It's expensive when you're not. I mean, Remember, we pay 25% in taxes over here. So the price that you're paying, you have to put 25% on top of it. Yeah. No advent for Melanie. $225 is a ridiculous cost. It is. It is. Matt was working on a season of Spankler canvas. So what are you working on now since you were working on it? I just work on my muka muka. Man, I looked at the advent calendar. I did not bite though, and I'm happy I didn't. Oh, okay. Yes, read that someone had put up an unboxing of it, but I haven't seen it. So we're gonna have to expect a lot of complaints as always. Oh, yay. I don't know why people buy stuff and then complain afterwards. I mean, nobody forced them to buy anything. It's the same with the mystery boxes. I mean, why buy it if you're not going to be like, okay, I accept whatever I get because it's a mystery. I can get whatever. I won't know that. So that's the chance that I'm taking. You're sitting on the couch watching me work. Okay, man. Yeah. Watching me slowly working on this one. Oh, I forgot to drill. I wonder how sometimes, you put the pen down on the drill and you see it being picked up and then immediately fall down into the tray where it was the second you're looking away. And like, what? Man, it looks great and it's super tempting, but I am just not wanting to buy much more right now. I did think that the calendar might move me off my position, but so far I'm holding strong. Yay! Melanie, same with comment trolls. Why not just scroll away? Jeez. Yeah, yeah. I'm like, I'm just happy that I didn't. And like people are like, oh, you should try a mystery box. And it's like, sure. The day they can tell me that all of them are not round. They can tell me that all of the canvases are squares. Then I would try. But I am not. I mean, sometimes I have seen people get 4 round drills. 4 round drills. 4 round drill diamond paintings. And I'm like, I'm not paying or 4 5, depending on how many, you know, paintings they put in it. And like, I'm not taking that chance. Why would I want to pay good money to get X amount of canvases that I'm not going to do because I don't do that shape? It's better to let other people get them. But I would love if they would ever do, okay, let's do a mystery box. You can choose one that is 100% round and one that is 100% square. And then there is a mix. That would be fun. At least I think so. Then I might be willing to try it. But hey, can I just tell you, I haven't purchased a Diamond Art Club kit since the 30th of June, which means come Black Friday, it'll be 5 months since I did a purchase last. I did buy a gift card for Angel for her 40th birthday. That is it. No diamond paintings. I did, however, buy a diamond painting from Carrot.art because I won a gift card and I chose to buy my canvas for my Witches and Wizards 2026 event. That one will have so much color blocking as well. I just need to get it over with. But I wanted it because it was actually a perfect fit for both my diamond paint alongs next year. So that's good. It has a cat in it and it's a Harry Potter themed. So it's wizards, witch, whatever. So yeah. And it's small. It is really, really small. But I was kind of surprised yesterday when I looked at when was my last diamond painting purchase from Diamond Art Club. I was like, ooh, that's cool. 4 months. I think the longest I've gone before then was 3. Do we have any of this? I don't think so. So yeah. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Do we have any? I'm pretty sure I saw some. There. We have it again. I know I saw some of this symbol, and then you pour out the drills, and you go, excuse me. That happens all the time for me anyway. That was another airplane. I think. Nope, there was one more. Man, I find the momentum works both ways for me. Once I step into either camp buying or restraining, I get super comfortable in that camp. Yeah, I mean, I have been saying since June that I can't buy anything until Black Friday because I need to finish some of the ones that I have. I mean, I had 70 something from Diamond Art Club, and I'm like, that is too many if you ask me. Now I'm under 70, and I do not plan to buy, 10. I'm going to be very particular with what I'm buying. For instance, did you see that Cinderella diamond painting they put up as cover picture the other day on the Diamond Art Club, not the VIP group, but their business page? Yeah, that one's a square. And Rosa loves Cinderella. So that one when it releases, I hope it's either restocked really fast or it's for Black Friday so that I can get it. It's under business page on Facebook. It's really, really cute. And for once, it's a scenic. It's where Cinderella and the prince is dancing. I think at the wedding, maybe. I don't know. But they're dancing and the people are around them and everything. It's beautiful. So, yeah. And that is one of the cartoons that Rosa and I have seen the most. Just telling you. That one I more or less know by heart by now. In Danish. And I hate watching cartoons in Danish. I can't wait for her to be just a little bigger, a little older, so that we can watch them in English because I need to de-learn all those Danish cartoons. I am not a fan of Danish cartoons. My Disneys, I mean, I'm pretty sure before Rosa, I hadn't watched any Disney in Danish for like 20 years. 25, maybe more. I am not a fan of watching Disney in Danish. So I was really debating with myself whether or not I should just, let her watch them in English and then she'll learn the language. I mean, she speaks some English. But yeah. What happened to that phone? Oh, there's a J there as well. Okay, so when you're diamond painting, how do you decide what symbol to do next? I usually do them from one end to the other. Like I have let's see. I have them upside down right now because I'm working upside down. So here I have the numbers, then I have letters, uppercase letters, then I have lowercase letters, and then I have all my symbols in DMC order, and then at the end here I have my specialty drills. And then I just start at the first number. It works for me. I have tried a few times doing, whatever symbol pops in, pops to me. But for some reason, it just confuses me even more. So I have to do, we do what makes it easier on us. I'm pretty sure my way is the most confusing ways for others. And they're like, how can you make that work? I mean, it works for me, right? So And I'm not even sure how it started. I think I just did it. Um, Hang on, my eyes is itching. Okay. I should really try to drink soundless. I know for some people it is the worst sound in the world. I'm so sorry if you're one of them. It's like for me, it's the chewing is bad. I hate chewing sounds. People eating with their mouth more or less open, or they can even have their mouth closed, but you can hear them chew. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. But I also know that I'm probably obnoxious because the little autistic me will let people know when I like the food that I'm eating because I am, you know, like, sounds. I don't know. I'm pretty sure other people hate it. Thank God my my in-laws more or less do the same. I have, is that a cat hair or a me hair? Uh, it is actually a David hair. What is that doing on my canvas? And how did it get in here? But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's annoying. I try to keep it to a minimum when other people, when there's other people around. But when it's just me and David, or when, it's family, I refuse to hold it back because it's literally how I eat, if you can say it like that. This is how I've always done it. This is good. I love it. It's tasty. Yeah. It's so funny how we're different about that. Okay. Oh my God, there was another plane up there. I thought I'd gotten them all. What's the name of it? It's miso something. I can't remember the name right now. Miso something. Sounds and noise the bleep out of you. I have it with loud. For instance, when David is watching reels, he has sound on his phone, which I do absolutely not. My phone is on noiseless, soundless, constantly, unless I know somebody's going to call me, and my phone isn't in my vicinity. Then I put on sound. But I guarantee you, the second that they have called and the call is over, it goes back on soundless. Because no, I'm not about that life. So I have alarms on my phone for my medications because I am I am a professional. Oh, I'm going to do that in a second because I need to finish this color, I need to finish this row, or I need to finish whatever I'm doing at the moment. And then 4 hours later, I will be like, shoot, you know? So it has to be very loud and very annoying so that, and often I do have to put the phone, somewhere. So I have to get up, preferably, because even if my phone is ringing, the alarm is ringing, and if I'm right next to it, I can still procrastinate and be like, yeah, hang on. I need to do whatever I'm doing right now. And I'm still going to be like, oh, hang on. And that's not always good when you take pain medication. Yeah. I'm trying to get better at it. It's a work in progress. Everything's a work in progress with me, by the way. But it makes life interesting, okay? It makes life interesting. I had that symbol. Are you all in the zone? Oh, shoot. There were two more parachutes. Not parachutes, umbrellas. Okay, I have a question. Melissa is here. So I have to go to the little girl's room. Do you want me to just go real fast, or is this where we say goodbye? Because it literally won't take very long. I just need to know whether or not it is okay. We've listened to you long enough, or please hurry. Okay, you're still here. Hang on. I'm going to put down these two. And then you can hold Diamond Plane for a second, and I will be back in a minute. See you in a second. I am back. Uh, my cardigan fell to the floor. Oh no, what happened to my camera? No, you should be able to see it still. Because this is where I'm. Michelle, hey honey, how are you? Maybe let's do it like that. That might be easier to see. How are you doing, Michelle? Welcome in. Okay, we have another one. I think it's mostly my hand that's in the way. Glad to hear that, Michelle. What are you working on? Yes, another M to enter the live. She's replacing Miriam. Since she had to go to bed. Bum-biddy-dee-dum-biddy. So, Matt, what stuff are you messing with? I am waiting. I decided to. I saw Leanne unbox a suction pen that wasn't just this thin, these thin plastic pens that used to come with the kits, but it was actually a pen that has some give to it, it was thicker. And I was like, oh, well, that makes it more interesting. So I went to the German Amazon to see, if they had that pen or something like it. And yeah, they had that pen that Leanne was showing, but there was no way in belief that I was paying that price. Because dang it. So yeah, that's it was one of those, yeah, that ain't gonna happen. But I found another brand. I was like, oh yeah, let's try that one. So I'm waiting for that to come to Denmark. I think they ship it from China. So it might be a little bit, which is fine. I mean, it's not going anywhere, and I'm not in a hurry in any way. So, and I also, was it Angel's Live or was it someone else's live? Anthony's? No, it was the Asian event Saturday where Cindy Bennett was in there and she talked about having a coloring book with swearing cats. And I was like, ooh, that sounds interesting. So Christopher Colasso was putting in a link for one of those coloring books. There is a lot of different ones with swearing cats. So hang on, we have an electric heater, fireplace, cabinet thing, only blowing cool air. Was trying all the troubleshooting stuff before I take the heater part out. Oh, might have to order some replacement parts. It sucks when that happens. So anyway, then I was going to the German Amazon again to see, okay, can I find anything, that would work? And then I saw the prices and I was like, dang it. So I wrote to my um, emotional support American asking if I could, send an Amazon package to her, and I could. So I ordered some stuff of Amazon. I ordered that coloring book, and I ordered some coloring pencils and some Forever Young putty because I want to try it. Um, and she got that yesterday, I think. So she opened it. I told her, I would put Eve and Mia. That way she'd know it was my order. She didn't look. She just saw, ooh, Amazon. And kind of, she was like, I wonder what I ordered. And then opened it up and went, oh, this is Mia's. And I was like, that's fine. I mean, look. And then I told her, oh, there is 6 packs of that putty from Forever Young. Take one so you can try it too. And then maybe, let me know how you like it because it'll be a while before I get it. I mean, I'm collecting some stuff before paying the shipping over here. I'm like, oh yeah. And she said, oh yeah, then we make a box and I can bring it next year. It's like, yeah, I'm not sure I want to wait an entire year to get it, Matt, just the luxury and not the main heat, but it's just nice to have in our upstairs den. Oh, I get it. We have our um, wooden stove in the living room. It is not the main heater in the house, but on a day where it's a little chilly, there is nothing better than firing that up, sitting in front of it, and just feel toasty, There's nothing better than that. You do need to be mindful though how long you let it go because eventually it will get a bit too warm. The temperature will rise and in the living room and it was like, yeah, nope, no more. And then I will disappear down here at the other end of the house to be like, yeah, that was too hot. I need the cold now. And it is literally a lot colder at this end of the house. So yeah, because this is my crafting room is pointing north, so it is cooler at this end of the house. It's nice in the summer. It is always a few degrees cooler down here. But when I get in here and I've been sitting in here for a little bit, the temp goes up because my body heat, the computer, whatever will heat it up as well. So yeah. I can't wait to see her face, you know? I mean, it's one of those you would have to see it from a distance because there isn't really any detailing in it, really. But it's more of a I've gotten this far, so I want to see it, you know? I think, I mean, you can see this is where my section right now is ending. So I have this over here, maybe three more sections, and then I will go down here and then do her face and her hair, and then I will have to take it off the table and get David to hold it up. One, to take a picture, and two, so that I can see it. You know, I want to see what she looks like in her entirety because the rest of the canvas is. Don't. Thank you. I mean, like when you get above her face, her head, it is mostly, that the name that I'm not going to butcher, and then Sarah Bernhardt, and, more of the some color blocking in that white, and then that beautiful pink and blue, and all the confetti around that brownish parts. So yeah, but even up there, a lot of this around here that looks white thing here, that is a lot of confetti as well. So yes, there are some color blocking, but there is also a lot of confetti. So I'm happy after doing a bunch of kits with a lot of color blocking in it. I am back to my preferred kind of canvas. So for the next few months, I feel content. And then I'm going in January with that Harry Potter cat thingy, and I will be doing color blocking again. And then I need to figure out which diamond paintings to do for the rest of the year. So I need to take out all of my cat paintings and take them in here so that I can, have them in here, and then, yeah, get to pick when I'm done with the kit. So yeah, though I'm not really going to do any events next year other than my own, because next year will be my year of the cats, so that I can finish some of them, and then I get to buy new cats. But I am going to. I don't know if you've seen Lisette is having a challenge next year where you finish or work on your older kits, in the old box. And most of my cats are in the older boxes. So that's easy. So yeah. I often think about when I hear her talk about it, I'm like, so I'm not really sure. The older kids has more gapping and there can be more trashy drills and whatnot. But I don't hate them. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I'm just I don't know. I don't know. Okay, do you remember I said that the Ever Moment has a lot of trash? I mean, look, this is a row and a quarter. So I mean, it is a lot for that small amount of canvas. Uh, yeah, I don't know. And it isn't just because I'm picky, even though I do know I'm picky with my drills. That's not that's not something new. Everybody knows that. That is who I am when it comes to my diamond paintings. I want, good drills. Why would I want to work with bad drills? I almost, feel shuddery whenever people put in pictures and ask, so are you taking out the bad drills? And then you can see all the trashy drills in there. And I'm like, almost, my eyes are getting ticks. I'm like, I need to remove them. I need to remove them. Why would you have that in your diamond painting? You pay so much money for these diamond paintings, and then you put in trash drills. Why? I don't get it. Anywho, um, that's just me. Let's see. I'm going to be here another 15, 20 minutes. No, then I would be in here 3.5 hours. And then I'm going to go cuddle with the kitties for a bit. Maybe watch some Supernatural, something. And yeah, when David comes home, I don't know when he'll be home because he have to go bring the car to that shop thingy, and then he has to bike home. With, I mean, it's not that bad. It's about 6 kilometers or something, so it's not, bad, but it still takes a moment. And I am going to try to go to bed at no later than 2 a.m. Okay? I'm going to try. So, yep. I mean, I can try, right? Man, our little doggy loves it when I diamond paint because it's 100% game on cuddle time for her. She got this all figured out. Ah, yeah, see, my cats are not allowed in here. That's why sometimes in my life you will hear Pelle outside the door being all crying. And why are you in there? You need to be out here with me. The poor baby. And then if David is in the live as well, ooh, it's so funny. If he can hear David, he will almost 100% come to the door and cry. I mean, sometimes he is in the living room sleeping, so he won't hear it. But yeah, sometimes I do take him in here in my life, he can be on my lap, but he so wants to jump off my lap and explore, which is not allowed. So, yeah. Okay. Was that it for that color? Nope. Oh, yes, they can get so sad. Haha. Professionals are tugging on our heartstrings. Yes, absolutely. And Peddler, the ginger one, he is such a cuddlebuck. So he is really, really um, crying if he thinks that it would help him at all to either get me out there or for him to get in here for a bit, even if he's not allowed to jump around. So, yeah. Now, would you look at that? If I get this one done today, I will have finished 2 squares. I don't even know how long are my squares. Okay, so my squares are 12.5 centimeters, which is 5 inches long. So yeah, from top to the bottom of my square, it's 5 inches. So they're not big, but they're not small either. There is a resin bit thing. I actually like this way of making my squares that I just cut down. And then work on it. Man, did someone mention earlier that the DAC Advent smaller canvases will eventually be offered for sale individually? I don't think any of the others ever have. But then again, I might have missed it since the rounds. But I haven't heard anything that they have ever done that. I remember DAC at one point said that they were exclusive to the Advents. But if they have changed that, I don't know. So I don't know. I would my first instinct would be no. But my second would be try sending customer support an email. I think that would be the best way to get an answer. At least a straight one that isn't a guess. And I just breezed through an Advent unboxing. I still feel good about letting it go. And like Melanie said, 225 Canadian dollars is significant. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I would have to pay about 150 US dollars to get it. I don't know what the price is in American, in dollars, American dollars, but well, no, it's even 200. It's almost $200. Yeah, no, that's too much. Yeah, it's about 200 American dollars for me, which is just nuts. I mean, thinking how many diamond paintings you would be able to buy for that price. Then I would rather have the diamond paintings. Yeah, exactly, Melanie. For $225, I'd rather choose the diamond paintings I want. Exactly. I would much rather have those to to spend on Black Friday. I also have some gift cards that I can use for Black Friday. So hopefully it won't be too expensive. But I mean, I can get almost one diamond painting for free if I'm lucky. Man, right? And the washi and pen and tray are all a wash anyway. Exactly. I don't need that. I mean, I don't use the Diamond Art Club trays anyway. And I have my favorite pens. I mean, I have a lot of pens, by the way. So I have a lot of favorite pens that I would rather use than a Diamond Art Club one, no matter how deluxe they call it. And it's nothing against their pens. Nothing. It's just I have what I prefer. And washi, I have so much washi already. I don't need any more washi. I don't use washi enough to, you know. It's the same with I have this dream about trying Simply Gilded, and then I look it up on the website and I see the price and I go, yeah, I don't use enough washi to pay that amount of money for washi tape. I mean, no. I know some use it more than I do, but it's also for me. I'm on a fixed income. I need to think about how I spend my money, and I would absolutely much rather have a diamond painting. Let's see, mud nut. It is 135 US. To me, it's a ripoff and not worth the price. No, you're right. But they sell out every year. And I'm like, you know what? People do people. If they want to purchase it, I mean, people start asking about it. That and the calendar in August. And I'm like, you know what, people? Diamond Art Club will tell you when they're ready. And it doesn't go any faster because you ask 10 times every day. I'm just telling you. No. Sit down, rest your little behind, and wait. You know, it'll be here when it'll be here, if it'll be here, you know. I don't do the calendar either because that's where the round dwells. So maybe that helps me, that I'm just meh. mm. Min says Michelle 100 Mudnut. I collect washi tape. I am up to 450 rolls. I know. Min, is the monthly calendar also quite inflated? I have not paid attention in years past. I don't know. I just be like, oh, okay, it's here. Okay. And then I don't, you know, look at it anymore because it's round. So it's not really for me. I don't know if it is, but they're still expensive. And it's like for me again, I would much rather buy diamond paintings. But it's the FOMO, I guess. People want it because once it's gone, it's gone. I have had a few of my wish list diamond paintings go um, become archived lately. And I'm like, you know what? It's not really a big deal. Sure, I would have loved to have it, but then I should have bought it, But there will be hundreds of new diamond paintings that I will like just as much. And, that's just how it is. You can't, well, you can. Some people do buy everything. And then there's the lucky one who does the sneak peeks so they get a lot of the diamond paintings. But then again, I'm actually okay with not being a sneak peeker because then there is no expectations. But yeah, it's okay. I remember, I think it was Artemis that asked Carrot.art because they do have some influencers, some content creators that unbox for them every now and then. And she asked them, if they needed any, they would, if they would consider me. And I was like, oh, that'll be fun. But I would have to be able to be honest. And now I'm like, you know what? Now I have purchased that kit and I'd be able to try it. And then I can always, make myself talk about them more if I love them. I don't necessarily need to be paid for it. If the company is really good, then I will mention it because having European diamond painting companies is something, you know? All these little resin bits. Man, what I really want to do is get some blank glued grit canvas and do my own projects, pulling from my cross stitch patterns. I look forward to doing that. That excites me for sure. Yeah, do some cross stitch conversions. Yeah, I want to do that one day too. I just need to find somewhere where you can buy the drills in a good enough quality that it won't bug me. I mean, these are fine. They're not Diamond Art Club, but they're fine. So if you can get over that comparing and know that there is a lot of trash in these drills, but that they do send. Doretta, hi honey, how are you? That they do send a lot of extra drills. At least that's what I've been told. So let's hope that. But yeah. And all of these will be thrown away. All the extra one will be thrown away once I'm done with this project because I only save my Diamond Art Club leftover drills. Those are the only ones that I save. I don't have the space to save for more companies. So I'm like, yeah, I'm just saving my Diamond Art Clubs. So, yeah. But I do want to try a cross stitch conversion one day. I even have a pattern, but that one is going to be ginormous, like 70 by 180 or 90 centimeters. Man, I have the full sets of art dot 12s, all colors, and I use those for modifying canvases, and I'm happy with those. See? There you go. Yeah, I save my Diamond Art Clubs. And then I have purchased some specialty drills off of AliExpress that I use for blinging up. I do wish, though, at some point we can buy all the colors of, crystals and fairy dust and whatnot from Diamond Art Club. They'd be able to sell a lot of those, trust me. Because I know plenty of people that would prefer getting that Diamond Art Club quality. So, yeah. You would jump on that too, Min? Yeah. I would really prefer that. But we will have to see if that ever happens. Okay, I have one color left. My white fairy dust. Dravada, so what's going on? Nothing. I'm just doing a kind of whoop and chat live. So yeah, we've been chit-chatting for about 3.5 hours now. Just about, anything and nothing. Did you get the advent calendar, Doretta? It won't be too long until I end this. Maybe I will finish this square and then that'll be it. Depends on how long it takes me. You're still in a no by, Loretta? Yeah. I sound tired. I'm not really tired. I'm just my voice is still a little, maybe that's it. No, that's a lie, Loretta. I am tired. I didn't sleep. I got to bed last night at about 3 a.m. and then I woke up at 7 p.m. because I had to go to the bathroom. And then I couldn't fall asleep again. So I was tossing and turning for about an hour, and then I got up at 7. So yeah, I've been trying to do my best not to fall asleep because I'm counting on, if I'm tired enough, that I won't, wake up. At least not too early. Waking up after 4 hours of sleep is a little too little sleep, even for me. So, and the funny thing is, David was like, so was it because of pain? I'm like, no. I mean, I wasn't in any more pain than usual, so I don't know. Stop it. Thank you. I think I'm gonna have to get out more drills because this ain't enough for all of that. Okay, let's see. These are the bags of glitter drills that I still have for this canvas. I hope that I don't have to open all of them. Ew. Come on, you. Thank you. Yeah, I was telling earlier, Doretta, that I haven't purchased any diamond paintings from Diamond Art Club since the very end of June. So come Black Friday, I would have not been buying any diamond paintings from them for 5 months, which is, wow. I did buy that gift card for Angel for her birthday, and then I did get one diamond painting from Carrot.art for my Wizards and Cat event. So, but yeah, I'm proud of myself because 5 months without buying any Diamond Art Club is a long time, especially considering that I that I reached diamond within the first 2 months of 2025. And we do all know how much money you have to spend to become diamond, right? So that was a bit, I was a little taken aback. I was like, oops, that's a lot of money. So, yeah. Okay, I need to get that down here for a minute. My drills down here are a little staticky. Maybe I should just put them down here and then toss and turn it. I hate staticky drill. I do love my Mary static Andy sheet. Loretta. I purchased from Anthony's and Presley's auction, so technically I broke my no buy. That's not technically. You did break your no buy, Loretta. How many did you buy? I'm kind of like, how many people were sitting afterwards thinking, oh my God, that one. It was so much fun. That de-stash lives. Several. Oh, so you don't want to tell us, huh? Is it that bad? We have a drill. Okay, what's going on here? Is it this one? That is weird. What's going on there? Hmm. 4 from Anthony and 2 from Crashly. Oops, that is a lot. That's not just a few. That is a lot, a lot. Well, I hope that you will love them. And poor Anthony isn't really 100% well again. So I feel for him. Yeah, that's no fun. Having a plant de-stash and then you fall ill. That that sucks. You know. Yeah. Four, 8. I'm sorry, I'm counting how many I need here. Melanie. Bye, Mia and friends. Gotta go eat. Bye. Bye, Melanie. Thank you for being here. And yeah, I appreciate you a whole lot. Well, I appreciate all of you a whole lot. I hope you have something nice to eat. And I don't know if you have time Friday, pop in. Love you. Yeah, maybe I should just pop off too. It's after midnight, and I promised the kitties that I would come in at midnight. So, but hey, I'm glad you were here, all of you, keeping me company for almost 4 hours. And hopefully you will all pop in again on Friday when I'm gonna chit chat your ears off for 8 hours. I mean, this was halfway there, okay? So, yep. Take care, everybody. Thank you for being here. I love you all. And yeah, bye, everybody. See you Friday. Bye.